My Elegance coral has just opened up beautifully. It was closed for a day after I got it, and then I don't know whether it ate or was adjusting, but look at it now. I mean, it is just freaking opened up and full, and all the tentacles are just pretty. Oh, when I put the blue light on, it's awesome. But I have a huge diatom bloom still. I checked my water parameters yesterday. They all look good. Nitrates were good. Ammonia was barely, wasn't even there. And trying to see how little I can feed them and get away with. Because that way, if I'm gone for the weekend or whatever, I don't have to worry about somebody else messing with it and my tank buddy coming in and feeding them or feeding them too much. But obviously the tank requires a lot more stuff, and we'll do it slowly. I'm going to wait for this diatom bloom to die down before I add any more fish. Just got a fresh order of Kato from liveaquaria.com, and it came really well packaged. I just threw like 4 bundles of it downstairs. You can see my AI units are pretty bright. They're actually set at 40% right now. There's one unit above my glass, 2, 3, and 4. And they're all kind of daisy chained together. So try to make it as neat as possible. But I kind of followed Mr. Saltwater's setup. I think it's well worth. I think it was $40 or $45 for access to his video files. And New York Stilo is another person that I kind of listen to, and he's got a wealth of really good information. And there are a couple other guys out there, but YouTube has tons of resources for anybody who's starting up. And I had started this hobby many years ago before I started medical school, or right after medical school. But then with residency and training, I just didn't have the time, and also it was expensive then, so I kind of stopped. It's been about 7 years, and this tank now is about a month and a half old, a little bit more than a month and a half old. And I pretty much did everything from scratch. There's a 220 gallon Aqueon tank, and then I had the stand built, and I followed Reef Central's rules as far as sizing and wood, and actually the regular 2x4s that are used, and I used the treated wood to build that stand, and it's more than adequate. I was worried, but no, there's no problem. I think it may need a little bit of stabilization from the side aspect of the stand, as you can see, because I think if you really moved it, you can get a little lateral. Well, you can see, and that's, I think, because the stand may not be sitting perfectly, but it's not a problem as far as structurally being sound. It's been up for a month and nothing else, and as you can see, I think I've already edited my previous. That's my setup. That's Precision Marine R36 Plus Refugium sump with an RL225 protein skimmer. Is Marine Lens double bright LED 24-inch panel. It's got blues and whites. Blues in the middle and whites on the outside. And I've got this 4-fan cooler that automatically turns on every time the temperature goes above 79. I've got the tons osmolator up there. 1-inch outs, 3/4-inch return. That's a water blaster by what's the name of the company? Reef Octopus. And you can see my Kato in there. I've got a couple of balls going. And I've got my, from the left, my conductivity probe, Apex conductivity probe, the pH probe, and then the ORP probe in red, and then of course that's the sump temperature probe. You can see my protein skimmer is making some nasty stuff. So, and my Apex, that's the main module up there. The next is the power bar. So you got to get the power bar and that together. Then of course you need the display unit, which right now my salinity is not showing. I'll have to check that, but it should be okay. And sometimes, yeah, ORP, some temperature. I don't know. I have to talk to Apex about that. My conductivity probe and temperature probe, see, it keeps blinking. You see that? It might be rechecking it. So let's see. It's blinking. So that's a PM2 module. This is a variable dimming module that you need if you have an AI LED system. It's got that serial bus, and then it's got the wireless module. So I've got my Ecotex ordered. It's actually should be arriving today, but I haven't gotten it yet. The FedEx guy already came, so I don't think it's coming today. And that's it. And then of course I installed that LED strip in there. You can get that at Home Depot. It's like $29. Oh no, $40, and it's really simple to set up. And then I've got my the oscillator with the auto top off. You can see that down there, and that's my 5-gallon. So anybody can do this. It's not hard, and if you do it the right way, with a little patience, everything will fix itself just fine. Give you another shot of the whole setup. I don't know how far back I can go, but there. That's as far as I can go. That's everything. And of course I got a little quarantine tank over there that on beside the refugium that I hope I never have to use. And there's the entire thing's pretty big actually, you know. But I love that Elegance coral. Boy, it just totally freaking opened up today. He looks good. She looks good. Oh, also skittish. There's a little bubbles there. I think I might end up needing to put a little foam or something down here, this bubble trap, to kind of. I put a little bit of carbon there. Eventually, I'm going to have a GFO carbon thing for this setup, but I think I need to put some foam down there to kind of get some of this, or maybe change out those. I think the problem is the socks. The socks that the Precision Marine sent me, they're not very porous, and they're too fine. So they get blocked up, and then all the water just comes up through the top. I'm sure it still grabs some it does some mechanical filtration, but I really think that you need to order some aftermarket socks that receive the water coming in. What else? That's it. Alright. I hope you enjoyed my video from my iPhone. But thanks to Mr. Saltwater, Mark Callahan, and thanks to New York Stilo for all their advice, and definitely thank you to all of you at Reef Central that it's just an amazing amount of knowledge that you can gain from going through the forum. And that's it. Okay. Thanks again. Hope you enjoyed the video and my starter aquarium. Eventually I'll put 3 more polyps. I've got anemones coming. I've got a paired skunk clown, a mated pair that's from ORA, hopefully, and an anemone, a yellow sea anemone that's coming with it, with that order. So hopefully they'll host each other, and I'll have a setup going. And I'm probably going to put that that clown pair either on this corner of the aquarium to give them some room, or this corner, or somewhere right there in the middle. I'm not sure. Or right off of this little piece of live rock that's just jutting out. I don't know if you can see how it comes off like that. But we'll see. Anyway, the anemone is going to have a mind of its own. It'll decide where it wants to go, and then I'm hoping the clownfish will take to it. Others will have to get creative. But everybody looks good and happy, and I'm going to leave everything alone after this till past Thanksgiving. So maybe after a month in December, maybe I'll add something else. Let the aquarium kind of settle in. And a lot of my friends at work wanted to see my aquarium, so I'm kind of doing this for them so that they can check it out, and because I harp and moan about it, how awesome it is. So thanks for watching, guys.